Hey Aries, this is your reading for the month of July. The way I like to do this is I start with a vision that I had in my meditation time beforehand, and then I move into tarot and oracle decks as guided from there, or tarot and oracle as guided from there. And this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. So just be sure. Sorry, I was going to like, comment, subscribe. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what does and doesn't resonate with you. I'll go ahead and put in the description. I'll put a link to basically it's a website where you can check out the rest of your chart, and just free, like you put in your information, then you get it'll show you your chart and stuff and all the different signs you have and the planet positions. That way you can check any other readings that I may have. It's usually, this can be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, or Venus, but even like just main thing would be like Sun, Moon, Rising for Aries, but Mars and Mercury sometimes is really good as well. If you have Aries in those positions, this could be for you. That said, oh yeah, and I'll also put in the description, I'll put the decks I'm using in this reading, so it'll all be in the description, that info. And then yeah, so as far as the vision I got for you guys, Aries, I don't know, you know those popping things that like they make the snapping noise when you throw them to the ground? It's kind of like almost like little fireworks things, but they don't really spark, they just make the sound. Well, they do, but they don't like spark fire. Well, basically I saw those like in a vision where like you're throwing them, or it's the idea of throwing them, but every time they'd hit, there was like a big explosion, well, like a little explosion in that spot, and it's like with fire and everything, and just like these little explosions. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, so it was kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm starting to do these a little bit differently. I'm gonna go ahead, hold on, what was it? I was gonna do your energy. I feel like doing that. Okay. So what we're doing is first we're gonna do two different cards here. Or actually, hold on. Your energy. Okay. So first, I'm going to go into your energy and the energy you're confronting. So it could be energy going against you for the month of July. It could be someone you're working with, you're dealing with, or it could just be something, you're encountering, energy you're encountering in the month of July that's outside of yourself. Spirit, God, universe, what is Aries energy right now? What are you guys confronting? What is Aries or not confronting, what is what you're confronting, or what your energy is and what you're confronting? That's what it is. Sorry. So yeah, so Aries energy for the month of July and what they're confronting as well. Spirit, God, universe, what is this? Especially in regards to the vision so far. What does Aries need to know for the month of July? So, your energy, let's do 2. And I don't do reversals, so I just turn it over. And then what you're confronting, let's do 3. These cards are so beautiful. Okay, so it's almost like, it's like a mountain you're confronting. That's the way I like to see it. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that difficult. I had to make sure my camera's on. For some reason, I was like, wait, what if I didn't turn it on? Okay, so your energy, you're coming in with the Prince of Pentacles, which in this case is generally the Knight of Pentacles. So it's this motion of, I'm gonna kind of cross my T's, dot my I's, I'm moving forward, but I'm trying to make sure everything is accurate, which is very opposite from the spark thingy, snapper things, poppers. And Justice is, you know, putting together, you know, looking in past, present, future, and adjusting your actions accordingly for what you're wanting to happen. However, it's also an element of balancing. So it really feels like, I mean, you're actually trying to balance, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go through this, I'm going to do this going forward, but I want to try to balance. I'm trying to see, wow, these cards are so... It's funny, this is like the same like material here. So it's like what's her belt is also like part of the saddle or the adornment on the horse that he's sitting on. So it's just like, it's like the same element of, I feel like, balance and what you can sit on, or what is like holding things together, like almost like, say like this was like a chastity belt. I know it's not, but it's just weird how it's going down like that. So it's making me think that way. It's that idea of kind of containing yourself. I feel like balancing, not going too crazy, not sparking things. I mean, even if you think about it in a way, I guess it kind of is like the vision, because if you're fire and it's like Aries energy, and instead of this whole like, okay, I'm going to bring the fire wherever I go, it's like, okay, I'm going to throw it, and then like wherever the little part that I throw it to is the one where it's going to, you know, make a little explosion, a little fire. So even then it's like controlled burns, or controlled burns, controlled little fires, or, you know, limited area where they are. So in a way, I guess that is kind of, considering you guys are fire, you're acting in a very earthed energy, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Oh yeah, this is not, okay, yeah. So here, let me show you too. There's that, there's that. And then let's go into, so what you're encountering is, so the Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. So as far as energies go wise, as far as the energy goes wise, I don't know how to say it. Knight of Swords, I mean, yeah, it's kind of gung-ho, but honestly, right now it's countering this. So it's like in your head, you know, okay, I'm going to go forward, but it's like a lot of motivation, but it's like, sometimes it's kind of a ask no questions, just go for it. It's very opposite this, and it's even opposite this as far as it's going opposite direction. So some of you guys may be encountering in yourself, either in yourself or in the energy around you and other people, this fight against you, and not so much a fight against you, but just, okay, we're going to do things and this is the way it needs to be done, and just go for it. And you're like, but I needed to cross my T's and dot my I's and make sure I'm doing everything right. You know, it's you're kind of in a very different energy from yourselves. And then you're encountering this like mental gung-ho energy, which is kind of throwing you off. Again, some of you, this may be in yourselves, and some of you, it's someone else outside of you, maybe an air sign. You know, like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that sort of thing. But then you come to this and you're like, okay, well, let's come together. I feel like it's a let's come together, and wow, even like let ourselves be like judged. I mean, I know it's not judged per se, but I just feel this energy of like, let's present ourselves. So it's like, okay, even with this energy of going against, like, let's present ourselves with the picture, what we're at right now. Let's present this, whether this is a relationship thing, a business thing. It's like, let's put all this out there. Let's, you know, combine strengths. But like I said, this is a combined strengths card. However, the way this looks, this feels very like we come together and we're allowing ourselves to be judged. So some of you guys might be like, I literally just said some of you gays. So I don't know, maybe you guys are dealing with like in LGBTQ community or something like that, judgment situation, something like that, and feeling viewed. I mean, especially after COVID, some people might be like, they had some connections going on, you know, behind closed doors because no one was ever out. And then now we're getting out and then we're like, okay, come see us. Look at us. We're this new couple. Like, I don't know. But either way, whether that's your situation or it's just suddenly, again, being outseen or seen out there, or like not being outseen, not being outed, not being, you know, outshined, you know. It's like you're keeping your fiery energy, but it's like you're coming together with this energy. And it seems like in some ways this energy could even be this judgment feeling of okay, this is the way it's going to go, this is the way you have to, this is the rules you have to follow, this is that. And some of you guys just may feel like you're encountering this and not taking it to a place of judgment, but feeling like you might be under scrutiny, you know? So it's like you've taken this and you're like, okay, I'm going to do that. But regardless, you're trying to but grasp. It's really holding it on this one. You know, this new opportunity, whether it is this new connection, whether it's a new business, whether it's working all together and allowing yourselves to have one person ruling or one person, you know, taking a leadership role and just knowing that you're all strong together. Regardless, it's this energy of coming together. It's very similar. What was it? Who was it? Let me see really quick. One of you guys, another sign, had a very similar coming together energy situation. Let's see. Not sure who it was. It may be Gemini or Leo, but it's either Gemini or Leo that had that energy of coming together like that and working with it. So if you have Gemini or Leo in your charts, I would suggest you check that out if you feel led to do so. But yeah, it's basically being like, okay, you know, maybe some of you may feel like alone you can't grasp this opportunity. However, together you can. So it's like you're stronger together, especially this is Pentacles. So this is like money, material. It can be financial, things like that. Maybe like a business prospect, business situation. And it's like, well, individually you might not, but individually you might not be able to grasp this, but maybe together you're stronger. So it's, I mean, a lot of you guys, this could be a Pentacles thing and just changing the way you're looking at stuff as far as that goes. Not changing, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable and be what maybe back in the day you might have thought as scrutinized, just to be put under view. Let's see, as far as the overall theme of this is Six of Cups, coming together. A lot of times Six of Cups is it can be a coming together with old parts of yourself, with like inner child stuff, but it can also be coming together with other people, connecting. A lot of times it can be nostalgic people. So maybe it's almost like coming back to your hometown, you know, presenting things to your hometown. Either way, it's a connection card. It's connecting with others in a relational sense, and in some ways allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Like she's up above and he's like sitting there, and it's kind of up higher, but still it's like allowing yourself, them, I don't know who they are, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And even look, there's another one watching right there. So it's like this idea of being vulnerable, being watched, kind of allowing yourself, for some of you guys, to be observed for the sake of maybe this new beginning. Maybe it needs observation, not because it actually needs it, but maybe the situation, in order for you to thrive together, like it makes it to where like you have to feel like there's a third party, or not third party romantically per se. I mean, maybe it's a patient situation, but regardless, it's just this like, I just feel like under scrutiny. Like maybe some of you guys are dealing with a marriage that's under scrutiny, or a relationship that's under scrutiny. And it's a matter of kind of biting the bullet and being like, okay, if that's the way it's going to be, we know we're stronger together, so we can push through this anyways, and then we'll get whatever reward or whatever comes through the, not hardship, but through going through this season. So hope that's resonating for you guys, Aries. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, there's just like a presenting thing here. Let's see. So as far as game plan in order to work with this, do the right thing in this situation for the month of July. Let's figure it out. Spirit guide, universe, what does Aries need to do? Need to, action-wise, what do they need to focus on? How do they need to handle this in the month of July? Ah, oh my gosh. Apparently not drop your cards. I literally like held it over my lap and like dropped them accidentally, almost. Only like 2, and luckily I'm wearing a dress, so it didn't like fall or anything. It just landed on my lap. What does Aries need to know? Oh wait, okay, so as far as the vision, yeah, I mean, it's still controlled everything. Knowing, yeah, it's like knowing where to put your energy. That's, you know, the vision as far as the spark or whatever, things, poppers. Knowing where to put your energy and knowing that you're in control of it. You have the power together. So it's not about, oh, this third party is, you know, is ruining stuff. It's just, you know, it's, you don't even need to worry about that. You know, you're stronger together. You're stronger in this. You know where you stand, you know, even if this one is like I said, clashing, coming against, it has to be this way. Things need to be this way. It doesn't matter. You're in your own. It's none of your business what other people think of you. Yes, indeed. Okay. So especially in regards to the vision, what is Aries? What do they gotta do here? So let's do 4 cards. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. There's some feisty energy, fiery. I mean, it's swords, but it's just the feeling feels very fiery. I mean, I know that's fire, but. So, let's see. 5 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 5 of Wands. And the Star card. So, ultimately, I'm looking at end result is hope. And focus is hope. However, we start off with this friction. However, the friction I feel like I've been seeing lately as far as 5 of Swords. Actually, okay, so this, sorry, I was saying 5 of Swords, but I was reading it, seeing it as 5 of Wands. Some of you guys might be seeing this as a 5 of Wands. As a, okay, let me put my highest energy out there. And, you know, it's like a battle of wits or a battle, like a creative brainstorm. However, this is more so a 5 of Swords. So it's kind of an end thing. It's a thing where, like, it's kind of something that's ended. Like, it's done. You can put all you want energy into it, but it's done. I mean, no matter what, every single angle, he can move, you can move, whatever, you're going to get hit with a sword. So it's done. It's done. I feel like some of you guys really need to hear that. But the thing is with it is it's in the mental. It's like, you know, it's like I said about where you're putting your energy. It's almost like those popper things. It's like you can put this here, you can make it as controlled as you want, but what's going to happen is going to happen. It's going to go where, you know, it's supposed to go. But ultimately it's, you know, it's almost like a losing battle too. Sometimes for some of you guys, you might have been putting your stuff out there, putting things out there, you know, and it was almost a losing battle. It's like knowing that, okay, well, this is probably not getting received. This is probably not going to work, and I'm still doing it anyway. So some of you guys might have had that kind of really mental, almost obsessive energy in that. But ultimately, again, it's done. 3 of Swords. It's a grief card. Things are done. I mean, look at, like, he's sitting there done. I mean, even there's like this darkness, there's this light here, but then there's like this darkness consuming this, and then it's question mark. It's like, who are you? Where is your identity? The most alive thing in this, or most lively thing in this thing is like this robot thing with a heart. And it's like, okay, so you can pretend something is there. You can pretend something's alive. But guess what? It's the most unalive thing. It's the robot that, you know, you'd be pretending is alive. When in reality, like, this is done. This, again, this feels like this is something done. This feels like, yeah. So then the Five of Wands, see, here we go, the Five of Swords. This is what I was seeing it as. Five of Wands, though, is the friction, is the, let me do my creative brainstorming. Let me put out everything I possibly can. And, you know, it's everyone being their best, not best, but giving their highest energy. So it's like you guys, like you, I mean, I say you guys because this could be you with other people, but this could also be you and yourself, where it's like you're putting your highest energy and in the heart of, not necessarily because you think other people are going to bow down and you win, and not because you think other people are going to go higher than you and you lose. It's literally a, I'm going to trust that we're all putting our energy out. And so we're going to do this creative brainstorm. Like, I'm going to trust that other people are bringing it just as much as I am. So I feel like in doing this, like, as soon as you get to this place of, okay, this is done, and finally realizing this is really done, then you can start putting your highest energy out where you want and where it will be received. You know, because like I said, I was seeing this as wands, even though it's swords. So you can't throw out wands at a place that's expecting swords and expect that received. Like, you can't throw fireballs at something that's expecting darts and be like, yeah, that's going to go good. You know, whereas this, they're expecting wands. So the fire is going to be received, or it's going to be expected. So it's, you're going in alignment in here. Once you've decided, once you've closed out this chapter, once you've closed out the energy of feeling like this is going to overpower you, or feeling like you can't actually be in this connection or in this energy. And this could even be for those of you that aren't romantically involved in anything. This could just be parts of yourself. Like I said, with the Six of, you know, it could be you and your inner child. It could be different things. And regardless, knowing that you're on the right path in this energy, and it's okay, even if it calls for a time of scrutiny, or if it calls for a time of feeling like you're being watched. You're fine as long as you keep bringing it, as long as you keep doing your part and you don't back down. And you have hope, ultimately. Ultimately, you have hope. You trust that it's like it's holding everything. It's almost like that's such a submissive position. Like this feels very submissive. I mean, she's naked, so vulnerable as well. But like putting your arms behind like that, it's almost, I mean, it's suggestive, yeah, but it feels almost like resting. Like, it's like if she was laying on a bed, she could lay on her arms in that same way. But in doing this position, this submissive, this vulnerable position, she's also like guiding this light. She's bringing this energy, this ability to spread this light. It's almost like those poppers, I guess, whatever, where it's literally like, in doing that, in coming to a place where, okay, I'm confident in my energy. I'm going to still just keep pushing forward. In doing that, you start coming to a place where you start creating the explosions of your energy. You start bringing your energy, and then you're able to grasp that. You're able to grasp that, the opportunity. I hope that's resonating for you guys. I think that's super exciting. I'm excited for you guys. It's just, you guys have to understand that this is just a season, and you keep bringing you, keep doing you. Let me see. Let me go this way. Spirit Guide Universe. What do you have for Aries in the month of July? What is Aries? Oh, okay. What does Aries need to hear? Let's get it. What does Aries need to hear in regards to this, especially? Oh, wait, hold on. So the overall theme here is the Seven of Swords. You do it regardless. There's two ways to read the Seven of Swords. It can be the Thief card, where like, okay, you're just swooping in and grabbing something, and you're doing what you're doing that, or it's, being done, whatever. Or there's also a way of reading it to where you're looking at it to where it's like, even if you don't get support, even if you're not getting backed up, even if you feel like you're under scrutiny, you're just going to go forward anyways, and you're going to do what you're being shown to do in your heart, what you know to do. You're just going to go forward. So super exciting. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. Yeah, and it's like just going through, like, I'm going to get this. This is, yeah. Okay, so here we go. As far as your oracle cards, let's see. River in the moment. So river, I mean, it goes, it flows, and shaman, ancient healing wisdom. So I feel like in a way it's like going with the flow, going with your energy, trusting and going forward, and trusting that that healing, that connection to your wisdom, that maybe ancestral for some of you guys connection, whatever, that's all happening in that. Your guides are with you, and you're able to go forward in that as you're going in that flow. So, but it's movement. It's movement. You can't just be like, okay, well, I'm just going to sit here now that there was this failure, there was this loss. I'm just going to sit here. No, this is movement. And this is saying you're going to be moved. Like, you're going to be, just go in this current and don't question. Don't think that this person's or that energy is overpowering. It might feel like it in the moment, but you've got it. You've got it. You've got it. So, I mean, yeah, and it's, yeah, like not all the cards look like that either. So it's like, it's almost like this river is that shaman. It's like the path you're on is your teacher right now. Like, you are just supposed to continue this and like bring out your best, pull out your best, bring it, you know, trust that God is going to, the spirit God universe is going to put out and is going to bring people that will bring that same energy or energy to go with yours, clash with yours, whatever, but at the same level, so that you can actually build yourself and grow and hear your voice and understand who you are in all this. And you can grow into this and grow from this. So yes, Aries, I hope that resonated for you guys. Let me know what did and what didn't in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, especially if you don't already subscribe, I suggest you do. That way you get notified for all, you know, any content I put out. I also do a lot of pick a pile readings weekly. Also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and if you feel led to share this reading as well, you know, to share this video, go for it. You know, that helps my channel grow, and that gets the message out. Even if it's people that you don't think have Aries as their sun sign, it can be other signs in their chart, and maybe they'll feel led to watch it. So yeah. You know what I also see here? I see this white here like that, and it makes me see like that sun, and it's almost like it's a continuation. Again, it's the same picture. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.